Are you stuck on circumstances? The situation in your 3D you don't like? Spiraling over when, where, or how, or worse, why it's not here yet? Here's something most manifestors never fully integrate, and that is circumstances don't matter. Well, not when you're being source, because the power was never outside of you to begin with. Hello, beautiful manifester. Welcome to our Being Source channel, the ultimate manifesting self concept and lifestyle superpower you'll ever need. It may shock you to know techniques aren't required to manifest your desires. All you need to know and implement are 9 core principles, and this is what we discuss here on our channel. We have some good news for you today. A little hack we discovered which changed everything for us on our manifesting journey. You're probably aware of it, but didn't know you could harness the superpower of awareness. This is one of our favorite truths to share, not because it's trendy or feel good, but because when you get this, everything changes. And today we're unpacking why circumstances don't actually have the final say, why the 3D isn't your enemy, and neither are circumstances. In fact, they simply don't matter. And being source sets you free from needing things to change before you do. Awareness changes everything for you. And as the observer, you hold the keys. Source and the observer are one and the same. And through focused attention and conscious intention, you bring form to the formless. So let's talk about this in greater detail. Awareness, your power of focus. This is a superpower. You see, being source doesn't mean ignoring reality. It means mastering it. And that starts with awareness. Your awareness is like a flashlight in the dark. Where you point it is what gets lit up. So when your awareness is focused on lack or waiting or fear, these experiences grow. But when you consciously direct your awareness towards the end result, towards love or abundance, you change the entire field of creation. Because awareness is not passive, awareness is creative. What you observe expands. What you accept as true becomes real. And here's what most people miss. It's not your job to fix the circumstance. It's your job to shift your awareness, to focus on what you want rather than what you fear. This doesn't mean gaslighting yourself or pretending you're not triggered. It means choosing again and again to place your attention where your power lives. And over time, that becomes your default. That becomes your identity or self-concept. That becomes your reality. Because when you're being source, you're not reacting to what is, you're creating what will be. Circumstances don't matter. Identity and self-concept does. If you've ever said things like, I can't feel confident because I haven't heard from them, i.e., your SP, or I'd feel abundant if only I actually had more money, or I want to believe, but my reality doesn't support it. You're not wrong. You're just looking in the wrong direction. Remember, what you focus your awareness on expands. Because here's the truth. Circumstances are just a mirror. They reflect your past state, your past identity and self-concept, your past beliefs. But they did not decide what comes next. Can you bring your awareness to what you are focused on instead of who you are being? You are source. Let me say that again. Your current circumstances are not evidence of your future. They're just leftovers of who you used to be. But most manifestors make the mistake of worshiping the 3D, letting it tell them who they are, what's possible, and what's real. Being aware that you are source changes all of that. Because when you know you are source, you stop letting the mirror, the 3D reality, define you. You don't argue with the reflection, you don't react to it. Instead, you return to the version of you who's already living in the end, and you let that energy lead. So here's what that looks like in practice. For example, your SP is still silent. Okay. And who are you being in that silence? Are you being the version of you who is chosen or the one who's chasing? What are you aware of? His silence or you being source with a fulfilled, loving connection? Another example, your money hasn't arrived yet. Okay. Are you living from lack or from the decision that abundance is your normal? Is your awareness on lack or on the abundant source, who is an infinite supply of abundance? You see, you get to choose. You get to decide. Because circumstances don't cause your state. Your state creates your circumstances, either rejection or love, or lack or abundance. That's why we teach being source, not as a concept, but as a self-concept. Because when you become the version of you who already has it, you stop asking, why isn't it here yet? And you start knowing it's already mine. And that's what it means to live in the end, not to fake it, not to force it, but to feel it now, to live from the truth that your desire is already fulfilled in consciousness. And the 3D reality, it catches up. It has to, because your state of being is the only truth the mirror ever reflects. So next time a circumstance feels loud and discouraging, pause and simply ask yourself, where is my awareness right now? What story am I assigning to in this moment? What do I choose to be regardless of what I see? Because when you remember that awareness shapes your reality and that all circumstances are neutral until you assign meaning, you take your power back completely and decide, I am source. I decide who I am now, and the world follows me. Circumstances don't matter when you are being source, because you're the one writing the story, not reacting to it. If you're still reacting to triggers, check out our previous video, Being Source in Action, how to stop reacting to triggers and stay in your power when manifesting. So if today's video resonates and speaks to you and is heartfelt, and you'd like to harness more of your superpower being awareness, to free yourself from the grip of the 3D so you can manifest your desires with far greater ease, we'd like to invite you to something special we've created for you. Our 10-day Being Source video mini course that expands on everything you've just heard in a gentle and an empowering way. So you can start creating from identity with awareness and not forcing or manipulating circumstances out there. And when you register, you also receive a $100 gift coupon code to use towards our full Being Source Manifesting course, which includes our guidebook, videos, a workbook, all of which covers our 9 core Being Source principles. This course also includes self-regulation tools to help you to quickly deal with those prickly circumstances whenever they arise. These tools are things like subliminals, meditation, EFT tapping, and so much more. They bring you back to the truth when the 3D gets really loud. Simply click the link down below in the description to join us, and you'll receive instant access to the free course, and your $100 gift coupon will be ready when you are. You are here to decide, and when you're being source, everything begins to respond to you. So feel free to ask any questions in the comment section below, and we'd love to know what you liked best about today's video content. We'd also appreciate it if you like this video and subscribe to our channel to get immediate access to all our new content releases. So thank you for joining us today. We look forward to seeing you in our next video.